We have Jala. Come on up. Now, art encompasses a lot of different things, right? There are many things that you guys can do in your future with art. And I was saying yesterday to the second graders or to parents, when you go off to college or decide what you're going to do with your life after high school, no parent wants to hear, I'm going to major in art. Most parents are like, what? Paying $50,000 a year for school and you're going to major in art? But today there's so many things you can do with art. You could do anime. You could be an architect. You could be a cartoonist. You could be a painter. So I want to ask you, what's your favorite type of art you like to do?
I like to do realistic sketches,
Ooh, awesome. A John Muir in the making. That's awesome. Thank you. And I like how you answered in a complete sentence.
I like to make different kind of anime.
Ooh, different kind of anime, and she's quite a dancer. Would you agree? Thumbs up. That was pretty darn cool, right?
I like to draw cartoons I see on TV.
Ooh, you draw cartoons, so see, you guys are on your way. So thank you very much, and keep up your artistic ability. Have a seat. Go ahead. It's up to you. It's up to you. Our next award is for sportsmanship, and this comes from your PE teachers. And it's one thing to be an outstanding athlete, right? Some of us are just born with natural physical ability to be an excellent athlete. I have one grandson that's amazing at playing baseball, and another grandson that almost cries every time he has to go to his baseball game. He just doesn't like it. So some people just love it and are great at it, and others aren't so much. But more important than being a great athlete is the person that you are when you are an athlete, right? So it's about sportsmanship. It's about being helpful to others and encouraging others and not really caring if you win or lose, but really playing the game and the competition in a very mature manner. So these are scholars that have exemplified sportsmanship. So from Mr. Bigham, our first scholar is Sharifa. Come on up. Our next scholar is Tony. And our last scholar is Tommy. Come on up over here. All right, you even have on a sports shirt. So I'm going to ask you, what was your favorite thing about PE this year, or what's your favorite sport? Capture what? Oh, okay. That's different than capture the flag. Interesting.
And also, like, one of my favorite sports is like soccer.
Soccer, so are you going to try out for the soccer team next year? Awesome.
I like capture the flag.
You like playing capture the flag. Sometimes we have casualties in capture the flag. It's a little crazy, but I guess that's all pro sports or some casualties. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Keep up the great work. Thank you for being excellent. Our next award is for science. So students that have had outstanding participation in science. We are so fortunate to have such an amazing, amazing science teacher. She loves science, and that is then imparted on you, to you guys, because there are many of you who say your favorite subject in school is going to science. Mrs. Dimitrova is really amazing. We're very fortunate. So our first scholar who is receiving an award in science is Gerliv. Our second scholar is Vishad. And our last scholar is Tyson. All right, come on, you can come on over with your colleagues. So, science encompasses a lot of things, right? What are some of the careers you think you could have if you really love science? What do you think, Gerlo?
A scientist, so you can test out new things and maybe even make a cure for cancer.
Okay, so you could be a researcher, finding a cure for something. Love it.
Experimenting stuff, so find where
Okay, good job.
I just like mostly I just like mixing stuff together and see what happens.
So you like the experimentation part of it. That's awesome. You know that's how they find things, right? By doing that kind of thing. There are so many careers in science, boys and girls, besides just being a researcher. You could be a science teacher. You could become a nurse or a doctor or a zoologist. You could do all kinds of different things. So keep up the great work and love of science. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Our next award goes to some students who have worked super hard in Mrs. Stem's ELD class. This year, this is my 12th year at Brier, and this is the year that we have had the most Year 1 students, meaning students that have come over from another country and speak this much English when they come here. Maybe they know how to say hello. So it's very difficult learning another language. If you can imagine yourself going to another country where you had to go to school and they didn't speak the language you spoke, it's really hard to listen all day long. And it's tiring because you're trying to listen and learn and translate it into your language. It's really tiring. So these students, Mrs. Stem is giving this award for showing outstanding perseverance, determination, and coming to ELD with a positive attitude. So our first scholar is come on up. Come on up, baby. Nice job. Be proud of yourself. Our second scholar is Aksir. Awesome. I am so proud of you guys. So don't forget to keep working on your home language, because to be bilingual today is just something that is so amazing, because people are mixed up all over the world. You know, 100 years ago we didn't do that. We stayed in our own little community. But now we can just go wherever, and they're always looking for people who are able to speak two languages, okay? And Candace? Gracias. Okay, sit down. All right. Then several of you also went to Mrs. Sparling's intervention class, because you guys were in first grade during the pandemic year, which means you went home in March. I'll never forget, March 13th of 2020. We scrambled to get as much together as we could, thinking, oh my goodness, we might not come to school on Monday. And then we thought, oh, we'll be back a few weeks later. And we didn't come back for 14 months. So you guys missed that first grade year of reading one-on-one with a teacher in the classroom. So you guys have all made amazing strides. But for some kids, it was a little harder to learn online than to be in person. We hope we never have to go back to that again. So these kids have made some great strides, and this is for showing outstanding perseverance, determination, and attending intervention with a positive attitude. Our first scholar is Francisco. Also quite a dancer, I might say. Nice job. Our second scholar is Elijah. Nice job. And our last scholar is Yasmin. Sweetheart. Excellent. So, I want you guys, what was your favorite thing in Mrs. Sparling's class? Like the games. You mean you can learn by playing games? I'm just teasing. I know that you can. Like the little books that you guys read and talked about? Pretty cool. You like reading? Would you say that you're a much better reader now than you were in September? Awesome job. All right, guys, keep it up. All next two awards go to students who are in Mrs. Ajike's resource class. Again, sometimes learning doesn't come as easy to some kids and they just need that special small group instruction. So this is for showing outstanding Bronco pride, perseverance, determination, and of course coming with a positive attitude to resource. So our first scholar is Maria. And our second scholar is Alexander Reese. Come on up, Alex. So do you guys want to tell me what your favorite thing about Miss Ajike's class is? You like doing math with Mrs. Ajike? Nice, excellent job. Well, I appreciate you guys being great examples of pride and working hard. Keep it up, okay? Awesome. And then we have from the district office, actually, we have two students. Parents, you may know that if you have an English language learner, every year they take the LPAC test. And our hope is that every year kids will grow a level. But it takes about 4 to 7 years for kids to become proficient in academic English. Many kids come here and learn how to speak with kids on the playground and that type of thing, but it takes a long time for the academic English. So these students actually have been redesignated as English fluent students. So our first scholar is Jala. So this is coming from Dr. Christy Rocha, who's in charge of federal and state, so congratulations. And our second scholar is Kobe. All right, so I know these kids to speak English very well, but it's when you're doing the writing part that's always a little more difficult. So congratulations, but don't forget to keep up your home language, okay? All right, congratulations. You may be seated. All right, next we have our Academic Excellence Award, which this goes to students who have shown to be very outstanding in all areas of academia. It probably means they work really hard and they come really prepared for school. They do their homework, they read their 20 to 30 minutes a night, and they are just pretty outstanding scholars. So this is our first scholar from Ms. Huff's class for having outstanding achievement in the field of academia is Deshaun. Congratulations. And our second scholar from Ms. Huff's class is Nayat. You're right here in front. Our first scholar from Mrs. Perry's class is Vihan. And our second scholar from Ms. Perry's class is nice job, is, where am I? Anaya, right? Anya. Come on up, sweet girl. You can ask them. I get these two names confused, Anaya and Anya. Good gravy. Mrs. Alexander's class, we have Ojas. And our second scholar from Mrs. Alexander's is Tandy. There's your certificate, love. All right, I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite subject in school? What is your favorite subject in school? Okay, you just like math in general. How about you? Reading? What is it you like about reading? Got it.
This is Beyond's brother.
Oh, okay.
I like science.
What is it you like about science?
Biomimicry.
Wow, that's really a big one. That's a big word. All right, how about you?
I like art
art and science. Nice, good combination.
I like geography and math.
Geography. That's awesome that you like geography. Do you know that kids in America score the lowest in geography than any other country around the world? I don't know why. So that's something for us to think of. So good job, coaches. Do you know there's like this thing, a geography bowl that they have nationwide every year?
Mine is math and reading.
Math and reading. All right. Well, you scholars, keep up the great work. Congratulations. You may sit down. Thank you. All right. So, you could be super intelligent, really smart, score really high on SBAC, and not be successful. That doesn't seem possible, does it? That you'll be a really smart person and not be successful. But you know what? You have to apply what you know. So you need to have the character traits and the pride traits in combination with intelligence to be a successful person. And that's why this overall Pride Award, I'm really proud to give to these students because they are showing exemplary characteristics of being prepared for learning, of showing respect for everyone, for making a positive impact, for being a disciplined learner and exploring new ideas. So congratulations to these scholars who are exemplifying our pride traits. From Miss Huff's class, our first scholar is Anisha. Congratulations. Our second scholar is Pablo. From Mrs. Perry's class, we have Dylan. Another talented young man, so is Vihan. You guys were in our talent show. And from Mrs. Perry's class, we have Subi.